Welcome back, and it's time for the meat in my bad news sandwich. If you're new here, this is part 2 of 3, and if you missed my first list, 10 things I love about GTA Online, you can find that here. So here's list number 2, 10 really bad things about GTA Online. Now, I'm not going to say 10 things I hate, because I don't hate anything, even griefers, but we'll come back to that. Now, this sort of doubles up as a wish list for GTA 6. So to be clear, I'm neither a hater nor a fanboy. I do love this game, as you can see from my previous list, but it's not perfect. So let the bashing commence. At 10, it's the cost of insignificant items. How can a jacket cost 25 grand and a gun cost $750,000? These shorts cost $12,000, and yes, you can argue that was money well spent because I do have a sweet, sweet ass. But really, $12,000? The cost of weapons I understand. You want people to level up to get better weapons. The carnage of free mode would be even worse if everyone could afford to and was able to buy a minigun. But why do you need me to earn so much money just to change the colour of my hot pants? You don't, Rockstar. Stop it. Sort your economy out. At 9, it's no skill matched lobbies. Now, another obvious one, but at the time of writing, I was a level 62, so I've come a decent way in the last few months, but I'm still a low level. I can only access around half the weapons available from ammunition, yet I might need to go head to head with this player. Or this one. And that's just in one lobby. Would it not make sense to have the option to join a skill-matched lobby if there are enough players? And let's be honest, they still get several 100,000 per day on each platform, so they could do this if they wanted to. At 8, it's no map updates. Apart from Cayo Perico, there have been no new areas to visit, and no significant updates to the map. I'm not counting building interiors here, because you can't really do much with those. There are buildings on this map that have been under construction for 10 years. Now, this would be a cool addition to GTA 6, and I have heard some rumours about a dynamic map being included, so let's see if that actually happens. At 7, having stealth mechanics but no option to hide bodies. And again, I get why this has happened. At launch, stealth was limited to a bit of light sneaking, if that doesn't sound weird, but more and more missions require stealth, and having a mechanic where bodies can be found, but you've no option to remove them seems unbalanced. Now, Rockstar do tend to carry mechanics between titles. Just look at the evolution of controls through the early GTAs into Manhunt and then eventually into GTA 5. So I do think they will carry some of the options across from RDR2, improving them as they do. But I doubt it'll be added to GTA 5. So it's just another reason to look forward to GTA 6. At 6, it's that parents let really young kids play this game. Now, yes, I'm getting judgy here, but it's not a kid's game. And it's not the violence. There are other much more violent games than this, and to be fair, the violence in this game is pretty much just like Tom and Jerry but without the rampant racism. But when you combine the level of violence, the use and sale of drugs, prostitution, house break-ins, killing police, firefighters and paramedics, as well as all the innocent civilians you've hit and then presumably reversed over. Even the fact that you can drive drunk and get stoned, and that's before we get to the language used throughout. It's just not for kids. It's also wasted on younger kids. Most younger kids won't know that this is a German character called the Esset, and it's pronounced double S, making this Pisswasser. They won't get why Brewer's Drop is an amazing name for a liquor store, and they certainly won't understand why fully grown British adults giggle every time they steal a Fister growler. There are lots of things you wouldn't let your kids watch or do, so you shouldn't let them play this. Here endeth the sermon. At 5, it's MC Cell missions. This should be one of the most fun businesses in the game, but my god, those cell missions, and the cost to buy supplies, especially on document forgery. Even Elon Musk would recognise this as a bad business opportunity. There are so many better ways of doing this. The Acid Lab cell missions work because they pay well, and you have a cell vehicle that gives you options. The delivery bike is neither strong nor particularly fast, but it is agile and can go anywhere. So if you get attacked on deliveries, you can do something about it. If you get attacked in the seaplanes on the MC missions, or those bloody mail vans, then you're basically done for. Either give us a better cell vehicle, or make it like the nightclub where you can buy upgrades as you earn more money. These missions seem to be there purely to create friction in lobbies. By making you a sitting duck, it's down to pure luck whether you succeed or not. Now, there's nothing wrong with having an element of luck in the game, but what should be a key method of earning shouldn't be reliant entirely on luck, which I think the MC Cell missions are. At 4, it's inconsistent controls. Now, this is a personal gripe, so my day job is in tech, and consistency of UI is key in everything we do. So why does the D-pad operate this elevator, but you have a menu for this one? X fires a missile in this, but it boosts in this. And as long as I don't go too quickly and activate the phone by mistake, I can get to snack by opening the weapons wheel and pressing up from here. But from here, I need to, bear with me, I need to press and hold the centre pad, go to inventory, go to snacks, select the specific snack, like I would care when half of LSPD is trying to turn me into a colander, then eat as many as I need to regen my health. Right, I know it's a complex game, and complex controls are required, but it's no more complex than RDR2, and the controls in that are arguably more complex but also more consistent. So that's it for number 4, but sort it out in GTA 6 please.
Actually, there is one thing.
Oh, and while we're at it, could I have the same colour map icons for a whole session please? Why does it change colour just because I've been inside my warehouse? At 3, it's Rockstar's lazy approach to missions and DLC. Now, I've actually managed to scoop some secret footage from Rockstar's mission development team.
That's 1 hour for lunch, everybody.
Yes, they do get some decent voice talent and they create some really good dialogue.
Man, that dog high as fuck.
But just look at the latest DLC. The Destroy the Lost mission is the same one you do with Trevor in the campaign. All of the places you break into are ones you've been into before. The structure of almost all of the businesses is identical. You just have a different interface on the office computer. They surely must be able to come up with different business structures by now. There's variation in missions, yes, but you're pretty much always doing the same thing. And I can't help but think that there's a lot of untapped potential just looking at some of the variety of things you got to do in story mode, ignoring anything new they could have come up with in the last 10 years. Now maybe the problem here is that they didn't expect it to have a lifespan of 10 to 12 years, so didn't plan for as many updates as they've had to do. But it's not that they haven't been earning money from this. So, sorry Rockstar, but on mission design, D-, must try harder. At 2, and this might be controversial, but at 2, it's Griefers. And, dear oh dear, where do we start? So yes, the structure of the game does encourage PvP. Look at the business battles for one. You're kapowing and splatting the heck out of each other on an aircraft carrier. That carries on as you try to get back to dry land, so you can see how that spills over when the event is finished. Then there's the broadcasting of cargo and stock locations. And some of the challenge of playing in free mode comes from getting these things done in public sessions. And to be honest, I quite like that. That's why I tend to work in public sessions. I do think the public session bonuses should be higher, and possibly even an additional bonus for completing after surviving attack, but that's a different matter. But Rockstar also provides a huge amount of content for people that don't want to go PvP, and that's where my definition of a griefer is. For me, it's going PvP with someone who doesn't want to, or where you are horrendously outmatched. For example here, I'm in a broken helicopter. Where's the challenge in shooting me down? And here, I'm plodding across the map, in the Vellum, you're in a laser. Just why? Why, that's all I'm saying. And in a game where you're supposed to be able to play how you want, it seems unfair that one group of players can inflict their game on others. In some lobbies you need to hide just to check your map, and you're not even safe in a terabyte or a sub. And this is where the problem lies. They've provided this huge varied sandbox in which people can play any way they want, but there are no effective controls on people who just want to spoil everyone else's fun. In hindsight, the Oppressor Mark II was a mistake. It's too manoeuvrable, too easy to fly, too powerful, and too easy to get from a relatively low level in the game. I don't think they'll ever solve this problem fully because
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
but I would like to see more effective management of the different types of players. I'd like to see people be able to choose how vibrant a lobby they're comfortable with, possibly in exchange for higher payouts. Even something like the Night Hunter role from Dying Light would be better, where you can choose the role of the protagonist in exchange for rewards of your own. And my number one things that are bad about GTA Online is that GTA 6 Online's economy is probably going to be inspired by RDR Online. And that's a bad thing. It's a very, very bad thing. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Red Dead 2. And Red Dead 2 Online was probably the first online service game I spent any significant amount of time in, having been a gaming hermit until that point. But the amount of grinding in RDR Online is a whole level of magnitude above what we have to do in GTA. Post Cayo, you can start a new character up easily. And once you've done a few setup missions and got enough to buy the Kasatka, you've then basically got the ability to earn enough money in one evening session to buy pretty much any business you like. When you look at Red Dead 2, the 15 gold buy-in for the new roles was huge and took a huge amount of time to get. So more and more people succumb to Rockstar's pay-to-win philosophy. Something similar in GTA 6 would be terrible for existing players. I'm not expecting to carry money across, that would be just daft. But in GTA, we're able to put a reasonable amount of effort into grinding for things that are worth having, and that seems like a fair trade to me. The Red Dead alternative is to either commit to a 2-week grind to get enough money to buy a new role, or stick your hand in your pocket and pay to win. I know that these services are not cheap to run, so they do need to make money. But look at Fortnite. Whether you like the game or not, it has a well-balanced economy. You can still have a good game and you can still win without spending money. Yes, if you buy V-Bucks you progress faster and get cooler stuff, but me not buying V-Bucks does not exclude me from the game. At times, not paying in Red Dead 2 almost did exclude me from progressing at a reasonable rate. Now, for a game that I've already paid £60 for, that's really not on. And I want to be wrong. I really, really want to be wrong. But I don't think I will be. We can only wait and see. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time for the last in this series.